Access Sacramento presents Hometown Sports Game of the Week. This program is funded in part by a grant from the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission. Access Sacramento also thanks Sharif Jewelers, fine jewelers since 1932. Sharif Jewelers, a longtime sponsor of community television.
The end of the regular basketball season is on the near horizon, and all teams are charging hard, trying to finish with major victories to enhance their seedings placement, but also to compete for conference crowns. And that's the story tonight from Foothill High School in a battle of the Pioneer Valley League. Host Foothill taking on the visiting Placer Lady Hillmen on the Access Sacramento Hometown Sports Game of the Week. Good evening. Welcome to the Corral here at Foothill High School, along with the coach, Lauren Goodman. I'm Will James. We welcome you to the Game of the Week. And tonight, a nice contrast in these teams fighting to try to take over Colfax in first place. Lauren, if there was ever two teams that have opposite composition, it's these two. Star power galore on Foothill, and just one person barely scoring double figures for the Placer Ball Club. What a contrast.
Tonight it's going to be about the team that works the best together, and if the superstar can beat that team.
The superstar, Michaela Sanders, averaging better than 26 points per ball game. She will be a key focus for the Placer Ball Club. Now, there's some history here. The last time these two teams met, the last meeting back on January 19th, it was up the hill at Placer. And the Lady Hillman head coach, Tony Camalucci, staged a brilliant ambush. As we see here by a graphic, it was all green and gold.
Placer just put the team together that was going to outdo Foothill. Sometimes when you just have one player that's producing all your offense, it's important to play together and stick to your game plan, and Placer's game plan worked that night. And
the game plan was defense, 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 holding Sanders to just 8 field goal attempts and 13 points, just about half her average, and it spelled victory for the Lady Hillmen. Tony Camalucci's ball club is on the road tonight, and we'll see how that shakes out. Now let's look at the last outings for these two squads. They were momentum builders, Lauren.
It's key to win games during the week before you're leading to an end of the week matchup. So it's important. Placer, you see, took care of Bear River easily, and then on the opposite hand, Foothill handled work and took care of Lincoln.
Impact players, the leaders, the stars have to show up big tonight, and for Tony Camalucci's ball club on the road, he'll need Placer power.
You see Placer has Molly Brogdon, senior guard. She's going to have to be important into the flow of how things work tonight. Stephanie Noble and Annie Lease, they're going to have to work together as a team and put together the game plan that coach wants them to execute.
Noble, the scoring leader for this outfit. Lillis, the rebounding leader. Now, for head coach Michelle McCauley, her major Mustangs really have to play up tonight at home and trying to break a tie with a victory tonight over Placer.
You see number 10, Gronka Senior. She is the big-time shooter tonight. Just 2 away from that 200. She's going to be all lights out. Then you see the big-time scorer, number 20, Michaela Sanders. She can do it all. Put it on the ground, shoot, score inside. I can't wait to see what she does tonight. And then we have Massey Jackson, another big guard, that's going to be shooting lights out. So they have firepower in the Mustangs.
They do indeed. Sanders drawing a bead, very close now to 2,000 career points. There's a good look at her. Let's see what she can do tonight. We got the table set. We're at the Corral, Foothill High, for Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week. When we come back, we'll check in with Rick Stewart. He's got lots more on tonight's big matchup. Stay with us.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Welcome to the big show. We're at Foothill High tonight for Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week. Let's turn our attention to Rick Stewart down at floor level. Rick?
All righty, thanks, Will. Lauren, it's great to be here with you two tonight for this matchup. Going to be a good matchup. We've got two coaches that are kind of on the other ends of the spectrum. First, let's talk about the Placer head coach, Tony Camelucci. It's his 19th year. Now, the numbers we're going to give you are since 2004, and he's 218 and 108. His first 4 years, he had 96 wins, so he's got to be over 300 at this point. In his resume, 7 20-win seasons, 7 league titles, and he reached a section final 5 times. Now, that's quality coaching for Coach Camelucci and Placer. Now, let's turn to Foothill. Different story. Michelle McCauley is in her 6th year with the Mustangs, career record of 88 and 77. Got 2 20-win seasons and a school best of 27 and 6. Now that was last year, best in history for the school. 62 and 21 over the last 2 years, and section finalist in 2017 here at Foothill. Now the series history, 18 meetings since 2011. The Lady Hillmen stampeding the Mustangs. The team split the first 4 games, and Placer rolled 7 games in a row on a winning streak from 12 to 15. Placer leads the series 12-5, and between these two coaches, Placer's up 10-3. Camelucci over McCauley. Should be a good game tonight, guys. Lauren, take it away.
Thank you very much, Rick. Yes, I agree. It should be quite a ball game. The gym is buzzing. It's not filled right now, but lots of energy and activity. And we're delighted to have you with us tonight here for Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week. Visiting Placer, coming in here to the corral to try to take 2 from Foothill. Not an easy task.
It will not be an easy task at all. Placer seems focused and ready to go. Coach well prepared his team. Obviously had a good solution the first time handling Sanders. So they just need to stick to their game plan. Maybe make a fine-tune adjustments, but they need to stick to their game plan. In Foothill, they already know they want to get Sanders the ball quickly and soon.
We'll be right back for tonight's look at starting lineups and our opening tip-off when we return. Don't wander off. Well, there's our Star-Spangled Banner by a portion of the Foothill High Band. And we are ready to shake and bake here tonight at Foothill High for the Hometown Sports Game of the Week. With Lauren Goodman and Rick Stewart, I'm Will James. And we've got 2 5-2 ball clubs in second place behind 6-1 Colfax in the Pioneer Valley League. So that's the bottom line on the importance of this game. Let's take a look and meet starting lineup tonight. First, for Tony Camalucci's visiting Placer Lady Hillmen. As mentioned, they come in 5-2 in the PBL, 15-8 overall. They start 3 guards in Brogdon, Mohar, and Al Mujadidi. Noble, the leading scorer, and Gwen Conlon at the other forward spot. As Rick mentioned earlier in the pregame, Tony Camalucci, very close to 300 career wins. He's got plenty on his resume. And also, as mentioned, in the first go-round between these two squads, Placer prevailed at their place, despite being down 3 at the half. They won it by 14. So let's take a look now at Michelle McCauley's Foothill Mustangs. 20-3 on the season, 5-2 PBL record. At one guard, the team's top player and leading scorer, Michaela Sanders, averaging just over 26 points a ball game. Earlier this year, she dropped a 50 and a 39 back-to-back. Gorkachuk, the 3-ball gunner, closing in on 200 trays. Younger sister Bianca Sanders at the third guard. Dempsey and Jackson, 2 veteran, talented rebounders, anchoring the inside for the Mustangs. And as you mentioned, Lauren, rebounding, one of the major keywords in tonight's action.
Rebounding is crucial tonight. There's a height advantage on the Placer side, but you got some big bodies over here for Foothill. So rebounding and the difference making and having the ability to box out players tonight and not be lazy around the rebounding area for both teams, it's going to be important.
Let's have our game officials, please. Well, you've met the starting 5s. They take the floor. Placer in their road forest green trimmed in gold. Foothill in their host white trimmed in orange. And the NCOA has assigned 2 veteran officials. It'll be Marcia Barkley as our ref, working with umpire Mercedes Dobson. Lots at stake tonight. The winner of tonight's game will keep pace in that PVL title run and enhance their opportunity for a higher seed come playoff time.
It's a must-win for everybody. It's a must-win. Got to get the dividing factors in these last 3 games of the season. Who is going to be the first to the finish line? So every game is important, and this is just a first step for both teams.
Okay, Mohar jumping against Jackson of Foothill. Jackson taps it, and the Mustangs have first possession. Dempsey, a handoff to Michaela Sanders, and we'll see how Placer wants to defend as Foothill has spread the floor. Gorkachuk, a runner, partially blocked. Here's a leak out. Send it ahead, 1-on-1. Wild layup missed. And a follow-up shot blocked on those 2 plays. Nice effort there on the misses by Brogdon and Mohar. Dump it low, bubbled, but gathered by Jackson. Michaela Sanders backs out and resets. Loses the handle, loose ball, ripped away, and that's a turnover. Out of bounds to Placer. Good low post awareness by Al Mujadidi to create the turnover.
Both teams haven't settled into anything yet. Trying to get going. We'll see how it turns for both teams.
We're just underway here at Foothill High. Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week. Placer and Foothill, the runner missed wildly, but kept alive. Feed the paint, baby hook is missed. Bobbled around, and Placer gets another chance as Mohar came up with it.
Placer doing the intangibles to get into the board today.
Turnover there on the interception. Transition for Foothill. And a bump on Michaela Sanders. It'll be a foul on Noble.
Foul on number 22, Noble, first team foul.
Thanks, Nick. I'll give you a holler in just a second. So it'll be Foothill basketball. Bianca Sanders to inbound. She gets a return pass, corner jump shot, long and missed. Over the back, rebounding effort, well done by Jackson. Sanders, a missed three, that's Michaela. And the outlet, slow, but still underway. And the layup, well defended and partially blocked on the miss there by Noble. Follow-up, down. Taking it right to the bucket, a nice effort there. Conley with the hoop.
Noble's not their leading scorer for no reason at this point. She knows how to get the ball in the bucket.
Sanders to Sanders. We played 2 minutes, and here's a steal. Plucked from behind. Nice defense there by Al Mujadidi. Second turnover for Foothill. Deep J, air ball long, missed everything. Out of bounds to Foothill on the miss by Al Mujadidi. Dempsey to Sanders, up the floor, carefully, cautiously. Angle right, triple team, runner missed, and the defensive board in the hands of Brogdon.
Placer's offense is a little interesting right now. They're paying a lot of attention to Sanders and where she's at.
Feed the post, inside shot missed. In close, that was Noble with the miss. Foothill still yet to get on the board. Bianca Sanders, a long miss. 0 for 3 on 3 balls for Foothill so far. And a near tie-up, but Placer controls. Good presence there by Conley.
We see here Foothill in the 2-3 zone in the white.
Out of bounds on the long miss.
And usually when we see that zone, they're trying to protect shooters and clog up that middle because Placer has a little height advantage in every position right now.
That's Tony Camalucci you saw walking that Placer sideline. They're up 2, but here's Foothill with the rock. We've nearly played halfway here in the first. Elbow J by Dempsey off the glass. No, she follows. Return is missed. Bobble. Look at that fight by Jackson, and she comes up with it. Sanders backs to the corner and fires away and hits a 3 ball.
And there she goes.
3-2 Foothill. It took nearly 4 minutes for Foothill to get on the board, but they take the lead. Broke up by Dempsey.
And in this zone, Foothill looks really athletic and in pace. They are pushing the tempo. And here you see Dempsey just trying to take her time. Sanders backed up into that 3, and then it was all net.
Well, we talked about this game to quite an extent, and there is some important keys to this ball game tonight. And let's go ahead and take a look at game at a glance.
Well, here for Placer, they're going to have to maintain Michaela Sanders. She cannot have 20 points or more. Last time in the outing, she was right under 20, so it's important that Placer sticks to their game plan in minimizing her touches. And then they need to control the tempo. They are not trying to go in a rush. They are executing and taking their time every time up the floor, so they need to keep that game plan and stay focused on that.
And for Foothill High School, they've got their own set of keys, and we'll come back to that in just a moment. Meantime, Placer down 1 with the rock midway first. A breakup and steal. Bianca Sanders has the rock. 2 turnovers for both clubs now.
And it's always interesting to see sisters playing together. Obviously, one older than the other, but they know how to find each other on the floor and get to their sweet spots.
Gorkachuk, air ball long on another corner 3. They're 1 for 5 from out there. Sanders again. Not this time, 1 for 6. Nice rebounding. Dempsey down. 5-2 Mustangs. And there's the second chance opportunity.
They are getting rebound after rebound after rebound, and it's turning into points.
Here's Sanders taking it strong. Feed low. Dempsey left unguarded, misses the chippy, wrestles it away, and it's a held ball tie-up. Okay, let's have the Foothill.
For Foothill, Will, they're gonna have to control the offensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds lead to second chance opportunities like we saw not too long ago. They're gonna have to crash the boards hard because they have scoring power, and when they miss shots, they need to get the rebounds.
A driving layup off the left side. Al Mijadidi. 5-4. Again, Dempsey unguarded on the backside of that defense.
Foothill's ability to see over the zone in the defense Placer's presenting with Michaela at the point guard is changing the difference in the game.
Wow. Whistle and a foul. Dempsey, I imagine, a hard bump on Madison Mohart.
And we want to you're going to see number 20 all night with probably double and triple coverage. She has to get going. She's already knocked down a three, just got an easy assist right there. She's going to have to keep the fire going for Foothill to get a W tonight.
Looks and touches. So the bucket off the bench by Ann Lillis, and we mentioned she's their top rebounder off the bench, averaging about 7 points a game. 7-6, Mustangs by 1. Bianca Sanders has it stripped away, out of bounds to Foothill.
Here we go, a lob over the top, just soft touch in the middle. That was a great shot.
Corner shot, drained. Bianca Sanders, each of the Sanders girls with a 3-ball. 10-6.
Placer's just being patient with the ball in their execution, waiting to see what the defense gives them.
Foul line jumper high off the glass, gathered in by Michaela Sanders. Minute 40 to go, late first, a 10-6 Foothill lead. Bianca Sanders left open, a miss. Dempsey's been a stud on the boards tonight, misses the follow, and a whistle and a foul, perhaps on Jackson. So Mary's Jackson picks up foul number 1. Second team foul. Cautious dribble straight up the floor. Brogdon working this zone defense back and forth. Back to Brogdon. Snap it inside. Underhand flip, blocked by Jackson and grabbed by Jackson.
Jackson's length is becoming some difficulty for Placer in that middle. She needs to keep up the good work on the defensive end.
Dempsey to Jackson, a baby hook, pops out. Defensive glass cleaned up by Noble. 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Brogdon to Ryan, high post. Lillis sends it out there. Chamberlain gets it inside, and a bucket there, knocked down by Noble.
Placer's ball movement is so patient, so efficient, and then they're getting wide open looks.
10-8 Mustangs with 25 seconds to go here in the quarter. Picking up momentum and intensity. Gorkachuk, air ball long again. A steal and a Jackson layup.
Never give up on the play, continue to hustle and hustle.
Noble, I've got 2 fouls on her. That's bad news for Placer. Jackson, a clanker, but they get the board. Sanders, down!
Sanders has found her sweet spot.
Deep J is a three ball drained by Brogdon. What a first quarter here at Foothill High. The host Mustangs on top, 15-11, but Placer putting up plenty of fight. We'll be right back.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
We are back to action here at Foothill High. Welcome aboard. It's Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week. Here's Michaela Sanders, shake and bake. And a nice effort on the defensive glass by Lillis, working against Dempsey. And on the held ball possession, it goes to Placer.
Foothill is getting too many second chance opportunities. They're just getting their hands on the ball. That's all about effort and energy. Got to match that effort, Placer, countering what Foothill's bringing.
Just underway here in the second quarter. Feed the post. Noble with the left hand. 15-13. The lead is trimmed to 2. Bianca Sanders with the high dribble goes to Gorkachuk. Back to Sanders. Dempsey works inside, has her shot partially blocked, and Jackson rebounds it. Bianca Sanders a miss. Offside board, Dempsey, and a putback. (17-13) inside, a point blank miss taken by Noble. Michaela Sanders works through 3 defenders and lays it home.
Too easy.
19-13 in the paint. Noble to Lillis. A loose ball on the floor picked up by Gorkachuk. Another Placer turnover. Wide open. Bianca Sanders. A long miss. Uncontested board. Yanked down there by Mohar.
Placer's offense has been so effective and so efficient tonight. Coach's game plan on offensive execution has been successful thus far.
The foul's on Jackson, and that is 2. Substitutions on the floor. Conley returns for Placer. Mohar gives it up there to Garton. Mohar a long shot, all glass on the run, rebound, Bianca Sanders. Medium transition, Gorkachuk, another air ball long. However, Dempsey's there to clean up the mess.
And no hesitation to get the ball back. She definitely has the green light.
Bianca Sanders a miss, and Dempsey again. Second chance opportunities. A miss there by Michaela Sanders. Finally, Placer has a defensive rebound.
Dempsey's been an energy bunny tonight. Somebody got to box her out.
To the right corner, Conley sends it back on top. High post. Noble misses the hook. Saved. And Noble unable to make the save. Out of bounds to Foothill.
Even though Placer didn't get an opportunity to score on that possession, their offense has been effective with the backdoor cuts, and on both sides is making a lot of attention and movement in the zone and distracting the person who has the ball.
Michaela Sanders averaging 26 a game, having a good start here. Down! That good start got even better. That's her third three. 13 points already for the Gunner.
They have to put a hand in her face. She's stepping back and retreating. The pressure has to continue to come. She cannot get open looks. It has to be reiterated over and over by everybody in green. Michaela Sanders, number 20, cannot get an open look.
At the foul line, Chamberlain, risky pass, down low, muscle shot, and a foul on Jackson. That's 3 fouls according to my arithmetic.
And Jackson has been so pivotal into clogging that middle up and not giving them good looks when Placer puts the ball in the middle. So it's interesting to see what happens at this point because they cannot afford to lose Jackson. Hopefully Coach will make a move and get her out of the game quickly before it gets too worse.
1 out of 2 free throws, but the outlet mishandled, and it's out of bounds to Placer after Foothill's 4th turnover. Placer has 5. Substitution back on for the Lady Hillmen. Starting point guard Molly Brogdon. Into the ball game, Carey for Foothill High, number 12. Brogdon down. Left open, undefended.
That is called hand down, man down. It was all light to shoot that one.
22-17, a 4-point run right there on a free throw and a 3-ball, but here's a brush foul out on the perimeter committed by Chamberlain. Non-shooting. 13 foul on Placer, that's her first. Jackson, I should say, Sanders gets it to her sister. A missed layup by Bianca Sanders, but she wrestles it away. Another second chance opportunity for Foothill.
Foothill is owning the offensive boards right now.
Michaela Sanders rocking and rolling, charges into a crowd and hits a bank shot.
She can find any way to score, and she looks amazing right now, leading the Foothill Mustangs.
Down, a deep J from Al-Mujadidi. Tyra has 5 in the game, and it neutralizes the previous bucket by Sanders.
I'm so impressed with the matchups and the going back and forth. You see Sanders hits a big 3, and then Placer has the ability to come back and hit a big shot, and they have it coming from different areas of the floor.
Perfect. Well, Michaela Sanders has so far lived up to all her press clippings, as she has every time we've seen her, and she's in quest of reaching a particular plateau, Lauren.
Right here you see Michaela Sanders is a scoring machine, and she has not lightened up. Every single year just progressing and scoring more points. And you see for this 2017-2018 season isn't even over yet. So she is easily going to reach that 2,000 milestone, and that is a milestone that most players don't even accomplish in high school nor college. So that's kudos to her and her ability to score.
Well, just to keep things accurate with the arithmetic, she needed 30 points coming into tonight's game. She's halfway home.
I want her to go get it. She has a big-time game ahead of her. And she understands, as a senior vet who's going to Davis next year, she has to lead this ball club. And when you are the fire and the spark of this team, you got to live up to the hype, and she's doing it thus far.
Despite the fact that opposing defenses have stacked their game to prevent that, she is finding ways to just continue pouring in the points.
Placer's going to have to continue to work together so that she can limit her amount of abilities and looks. They're going to have to work together as a team because right now she is a scoring tangent. And it doesn't matter how many you've seen her in the double team, triple team, colliding and bumping off bodies. She is going to score the basketball, and they need to find a way to tire her out and minimize her quickly, because 15 points going into the second quarter with a lot of time left is scary.
It is scary, and the big success of Placer's victory the first time was limiting her to 13. Well, she's already topped that. Here she comes down the slot, a runner, banked home straight away.
And a major adjustment Coach Callaway has made is putting her at the point guard position.
Outside shot rattles out, follow up by Chamberlain, missed, and who's got the rebound?
When you have her at the point
Sanders.
with her height and her ability alone, she just makes good decisions. Even if that's not her natural position, she can make a good decision.
Elbow jumper rattles home. Oh my goodness.
And I have a inclination in the back of my mind, Will. She knows what she's gunning for tonight. Coach probably let a little bug in her ear, and she is money motivated to go get it.
Well, she's going and getting it so far here in the first half. She had 8 points in the first quarter and has followed that up with 11 here in the second. Up the floor, Michaela Sanders sends it to her sister, Bianca Sanders, at the 2:40 mark. Flip side of quarter number 2. Drive inside, whistle and a foul. Spin the replay dial. Who's getting the headlines tonight?
And here she goes, just the diversity in her ability to score. She's gotten the layup, backup jumpers. Now you see her with an elbow jumper. That is why she's received that full ride scholarship to Davis.
Well, that's going to be a blessing for the Aggies program. 0 for 2 for Bianca Sanders. She hustles for the rebound and ties it up.
They have a jump ball, position error 24, the Mustangs.
And it results in a Foothill possession. Great hustle there by Bianca Sanders.
Another second chance opportunity, just the hustle and the effort to get in that ball got them another jump ball to get back in their possession.
Both teams hustling hard, hitting the deck.
You can tell each play, Will, they are battling out here because they know that this game for both sides, Placer needs this win so they can go in, coast into their next 2 games, and so does Foothill.
Lillis in the right corner. They try to make that Foothill zone shift. Shot on the way, missed wildly that time by Mohar. And here come the Mustangs with 2:05 to go in the half. Pull-up jump shot, back rim, no. Offside rebound, Carey sends it out to Bianca Sanders, who fires away. Great effort there and a save as Carey flips it to Sanders after Dempsey had saved it. Inside shot disturbed, but Dempsey rebounds. Bianca Sanders wild off the glass with another 3-ball attempt.
Dempsey is the energizer bunny again. She is getting her hand on every play, tips, deflections. Those second chance opportunities and rebounds are just getting them another chance to score, and they have scoring power on Foothill.
Deep shot from the perimeter, missed there by Al Mujadidi, and a follow-up from the other side, missed by Noble. Michaela Sanders. A year ago when they won 27 games, she led them in nearly every important category. Corner jump shot, air ball long by Carey, and a foul maybe on Lillis, and it is.
Placer did not need that foul right there.
With 1:17 to go in the half, Carey will try to stretch an 8-point lead for the Mustangs and misfires on number 1. One out of 2, 29-20 with 1:13 to go in the first half. This is the Pioneer Valley League battle. These teams both tied at 5-2. Whip it inside. Lillis a miss. Michaela Sanders has the offside board. Pushing. 1-on-4. Take it strong. Around and out. Lillis rebounds. Tough luck on the roll.
Placer needs to build on that stop and get a bucket right here to keep momentum going.
Full speed layup missed by Al Mujadidi, and one and done. Bianca Sanders up the floor with 35 seconds to go.
Foothill looks like they're going to try to press and run the shot clock out.
Carry from the corner, another miss. Nice defensive board by Lillis. Send it ahead. Who's got the cherry picker? Layup missed, but a foul. Dempsey, I believe.
Good effort. Placer needed that bucket right there to kind of slow Foothill down and stop what they've been doing and get some rhythm offensively.
16 fouls. That was the second on Dempsey. So at the stripe, Madison Mohar averaging 6 points and 5 rebounds. Let's take another look at that play.
This is a good key for Placer. They need to get more in transition, try to get some easy buckets. Great way to take the contact and get to the free throw line so they can stop the clock and then get another opportunity to score.
Second free throw missed by Mohar, 1 out of 2. Here's a save, Noble down.
Good effort. Those are the plays that are going to get you back into the game. Continue to fight, Placer.
8 seconds to go. Michaela Sanders has it tapped away by Noble. She fires away. Off the rim. Nice rebound by Dempsey, but the buzzer sounds, and we have played half of this one in a battle for the Pioneer Valley League Championship push. 2 5-2 teams slugging it out. Stay right here because Rick Stewart will be interviewing our opposing coaches here during the intermission, starting with Foothill's Michelle McCauley, who guided last year's Mustangs to the best record ever in school history. Let's join Rick Stewart now. What you got, buddy?
All right, Coach, first half impressions?
It's a tough game. It's intense.
Yeah.
It's intense. We're trying to push the ball up the court and stop them on defense.
Looks like you're trying to make sure that Michaela gets her opportunities tonight.
I am. It's always fun to watch Michaela play. I mean, she involves her teammates. She puts forth a great effort, and it's just fun to watch her play.
What are you going to have to do in the second half to make sure you nail it down?
I want to make sure I keep a hand on Mohair, know where she is at all times, and just fun to play Placer. They come with a lot of intensity. They're a very disciplined team, and I just want to make sure that we stop ball.
All right, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Thank you, Coach. All right, Will, Lauren, we'll send it back upstairs to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stewart. We're at the half. In case you've just stepped in, it's 29-23 Foothill on Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week. We'll be right back. Stick around. Lots more to come.
I'm Ferdinand. You look at me and think big. You think scary. But I'm a little misunderstood. Funny! Sorry, I almost killed you. Involvement misunderstood. I'm not a fighter.
I don't understand that at all.
Kids with learning and attention issues like dyslexia and ADHD are misunderstood too. Take the time to understand.
Best plan ever!
With the right support, everyone can reach their full potential because you can't judge a bull by his cover. Learn more at understood.org.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
All right, you can see the score there, 29-23. Foothill, the Mustangs in the lead over the Placer Lady Hillmen. I've got with me Tim Trokey, the vice principal here at Foothill. And tell me, first of all, it's great to be here, especially when I'm not in trouble with the vice principal.
Absolutely. We really appreciate you being here, getting some recognition for these young ladies and the coaches. They've been working so hard all year, so we're just honored that you guys are here.
Well, speaking of honor, a little bird flew by me, or it might have been a Mustang that rode by me, I don't know. But you've been inducted into the Nevada Union Hall of Fame. Now tell me what that's about.
Yes, sir. So back in the early 90s, I played football at Nevada Union High School, and I'm just blessed to be able to be honored by being inducted into the Hall of Fame. I had some wonderful coaches and absolutely wonderful teammates that really helped make this happen, so it's truly a blessing.
So basically you get to be vice principal before you get in the Hall of Fame these days.
That's for sure. So this is my first year as the principal here, and we're doing some great things for these young people, making this high school experience a wonderful one for them. So it's very exciting.
Bring football back to a little bit of the past glory, huh?
Absolutely. We're certainly trying to restore that. We've got the young men working hard. They've just started some workouts after school, really trying to buy in and do things the right way and learn how to be disciplined and to work hard and earn those victories right now in the off season.
Outstanding, Tim. Well, congratulations on your induction, first and foremost. The job here you're doing, obviously you were working in the right position, and thanks for making it so smooth for us out here.
Well, thank you very much. We really appreciate you being here.
All right, Tim. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this. 29-23. We'll be right back in a minute with Athletic Director Bill Lum.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
There's the score, 29-23. The Foothill Mustangs lead Placer High School here. With me, Athletic Director Bill Lum. Bill, first and foremost, tremendous job. Nice atmosphere out here tonight.
Yeah, we have a good crowd. Lots of support from our band and cheerleaders. And the student bodies come out nicely for the girls team tonight.
Outstanding. Well, you know, in the heyday of Foothill, when the bases were open, this was the jumping place. How do we get it back there?
Well, we have some new administration, and we have a lot of new coaches on campus as teachers, so we're trying to rebuild from within.
New coaches on campus, but you're wearing three hats, actually. Athletic director, you also teach economics, but you also coach. You coach wrestling. How's that going?
Wrestling's going okay. We have a small team this year, but a couple really good kids. and we're making progress toward the playoffs.
Outstanding. Well, thanks for being with us, Bill. I appreciate the time.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Bill. Placer is coming back out. I'm going to look for their coach. We'll send it back to Will and Lauren. 29-23, Foothill leads.
Well, thank you for that special delivery, Mr. Stewart. And we've got a tight one on our hands here. It would have been very interesting to be stationed in those respective locker rooms to hear the halftime talks, but we'll wait and see how things go when play resumes and what adjustments might have been made, Lauren.
This is exactly what we wanted. These two teams know each other very well. They came out and gave us the battle that we want to see. Now it is going to have to be the adjustment in Placer's hands. The ball is in their court, so they're going to have to make some moves. Right now, I see Coach Cowley doing everything possible to get Sanders the basketball and make that the difference in the game tonight. So it's up to Placer now to respond in a positive way. They came out with very high energy, heads up, so I'm looking for a great outcome in the second half.
Well, to be down just 6, as you see Tony Camalucci with his Placer Lady Hillmen surrounding him there. To be down just 6 here with Sanders having exploded for 19 points, that's really a 2-possession game. He probably is feeling pretty good about that.
Yes, there's a flip side to the game plan. If his number one opportunity or number one focus was to stop Sanders, he has not been able to do that now, but he has minimized everybody else for the most part. So he may have to go with the, hey, I'm going to let her get hers tonight because it's her night and it's obviously going her way. But now Placer's playing as a collective unit in a team, and that could be important in the last drawouts in this fourth quarter.
So Mustangs with first possession here as we open second half action, and Michaela Sanders with a save, but it's a turnover on a poor pass from Bianca Sanders.
Placer again all night, and this is a credit to the coach, but they are just so patient on offense, waiting for that right opportunity. Wide open shot.
They play inside out, and it works for a 3-ball on that shot, deeply taken by Mohar. And just like that, it's a 3-point game. Bianca Sanders misses, but Jackson picks up the loose ball and sticks it in.
Second chance opportunities leading to easy buckets.
Inside shot missed, follow-up missed, regathered, another follow, missed. Fight for the rebound, ripped away by Michaela Sanders.
Now maybe an adjustment that Coach Macaulay has made is she's went back to the younger sister at point, and that was the difference maker in the closeness in the first quarter.
So Placer inbounds. We've just started third quarter action. Noble kicks out. 5-point lead for Foothill. Here's an interception by Dempsey. One-on-one, drive it strong, missed the layup, tapped out, grabbed by Dempsey. Gorkachuk down. That's her first points of the night. And she has got the Mustangs back on the board. The jump hook missed by Noble, and a foul at midcourt as Placer tries to slow down Michaela Sanders. Spin the replay dial.
Important bucket. That bucket right there made 199, and she is probably ecstatic that the seal on that rim finally let loose.
Midcourt inbound, badly thrown, nearly picked, but gathered by Dempsey. Drive inside and missed the layup. Jackson follow, missed, but a foul.
Jackson and Dempsey work great as a tandem on the low block for Foothill, and they are working together to get those second chance opportunities. That was another example right there. Got an offensive rebound, got to the free throw line.
Jackson misses badly on number one. 43% from the foul line. That is not one of the Mustangs' strong areas. Misses them both, but Michaela Sanders with the rebound. Drive it, change direction, get inside, a miss. Tapped up, surrounded and grabbed there by Brogdon. Send it ahead, Noble, down.
Noble is doing it tonight, just finding the ways and the intangible differences in her game is helping her get Placer out of this valley right now.
34-28. Foothill by half a dozen here as we're early in the third quarter with 5.5 to go. Whistle and a foul on the Bianca Sanders drive. Wow-wee.
Number 55.
Tyra Al-Mujadidi called for her third foul. Let's take a look at that drive. Down the slot.
And she is such a strong physical guard, and she sets a presence when she goes down the hill to get to the rim. That was a great way to find the opportunity and a slice in between that zone to get to the free throw line.
1 out of 2 for Bianca Sanders, 1 out of 4 on the night, 35-28. Bad pass overthrown. Mohar trying to thread the needle on a pass to Ryan. 7 turnovers on Placer now, 5 by Foothill. Dempsey, running hook, banked in sweetly. Drive it strong, transition, a miss. Tough luck there. Lillis, nice drive, couldn't finish.
Placer is getting some good looks. They're just not being able to capitalize on those looks right now.
4:44, we're nearing midway third. Into Dempsey, out to Sanders, and Bianca misses again from out there. Rebounded by Ryan. Cross court. A runner missed wild. Taken on the run by Brogdon, and she steals it from behind. Return jumper, short, and out of bounds.
Unfortunate shot, but great hustle.
Dempsey's been hustling all night.
Dempsey's been the difference maker to me in the game. Just her defensive presence, her energy, her liveliness has given everybody else an opportunity to kind of just settle down and do what they do good.
37-28, Foothill stretching out again, up by 9, and Jackson makes it 11.
Good vision from the point guard. Bianca finding her big man on the low side.
11-point cushion, inside layup, canned beautifully, Lillis. Should say Ryan with the bucket for Placer. It trims the lead to 39-30. Bad pass, Bianca Sanders overthrows Jackson.
Pivotal point in the game right now for Placer with 3:30 left. They've now got a bucket and got a stop, and they need to build on that. You need to build on that. You see right here, they get a bucket after the second chance effort and hustle. They got to continue to hustle and put forth the effort and not giving up right now. There's still a lot of time in this game, and they need to continue to work as a team so they can be successful at the end.
First appearance, junior guard Juliana Taylor into the ball game for Foothill. Turn over Placer on the poor pass. Cautious belt high dribble up the floor. Michaela Sanders just onto the ball game. A miss by Taylor. Lillis on the run, rebound. Fire away. A long miss on that 3-ball try by Ryan. Michaela Sanders pulls up, misses, and puts it back.
Another second chance opportunity. When you crash the boards, there are good things that happen after.
A bad pass picked off 3 consecutive turnovers by Placer. And Foothill is taking advantage. Sanders kills another 3-ball. Time out, Placer. It's a full. Don't wander off. We're going to step back and exhale. Lots more to come.
Open road, here comes the Heffley family.
Whether it's a short trip or a long haul.
Estimated time, 47 hours.
They will beg.
You're hungry? I'm happy to provide.
They will plead.
Deep fried butter on a stick.
But whatever you do, don't wimp out.
Now you're talking?
Make them buckle up.
He can't hurt.
Remember, safety first. Cheese curls second.
Are you orange?
Well, we resume late third quarter action. There you see the numbers. A 14-point cushion enjoyed by Foothill, largely on the strength of 24 points from Michaela Sanders and great hustle by Dempsey. Break up by Sanders, out of bounds to Placer.
Just want Placer to keep fighting, keep pushing. They have a collective effort that they've been putting together so far. And coach has been very positive in keeping the energy up. They have a great outlook going in the rest of this game. They got to continue to get stops and score the basketball.
Placer has hit a wall here in the middle of the third quarter. They've had 5 turnovers in this quarter. Sanders, a zigzag move, feed low to Jackson, bobbled. Loose ball on the floor, salvaged by Dempsey. Got a whistle. A full timeout requested by Michelle McCauley. And we're going to keep it right here because we got a couple things to talk about. And let's go ahead. Let's have next week's promo. Lots of action on the floor tonight. And there's going to be heavy drama down the stretch in all the conference drives to see who can notch a championship. But next week, oh boy.
It's
Hold
the game
your
we
breath.
want to see.
It's the game. It is Sac High playing host to McClatchy in a rematch of the longest standing rivalry around. In that first one, McClatchy spanked the Dragons all around the floor. And I think the purple and white will be seeking a shade of revenge.
I understand if you live in this area, you are either going to be in the Dave Hotel Pavilion or you should be watching it live on Access because it's going to be a ball game probably of the year thus far.
Oh, yes, and with lots of love, not necessarily on the court, but it'll be Valentine's Day, so mark your calendar. A feed inside, Bianca Sanders fouled on the underneath shot by Ryan of Placer.
Good execution after the timeout. Way to draw up a play and be effective. Ran it well, and then now we got free throws coming to the line.
Sanders in and out and in. She has struggled up there tonight. 2 out of 6 now. And misses number 2. 45-30. All the way down the lane, missed layup high off the glass. Dempsey rebounds, outlet to Gorgachuk. Now it's Sanders. Her shot blocked, taken on the run. Here's a run out. Noble's got it. Jackson's back. A layup missed. Follow missed. Follow up missed. But a foul against Foothill. It'll be on Bianca Sanders, and it will place Ryan at the stripe.
Jackson got lucky right there. Sanders was way under there to get that foul for her.
Let's take another look at the play.
Good hustle by both teams, and then you see the whack across the arm, but somehow Sanders got that one. That was a call for Jackson.
Ryan misses number 1. So into the ball game, Erica Bowie, the backup center, replacing Jackson to give her a bit of a rest with 1:22 to go here in the third. 1 out of 2 for Ryan, 45-31. 1:20 to go, late third. Michaela Sanders, a blow by on Noble, change direction and lay it home. Ooh-wee.
She is not letting anybody stop her. I love her focus tonight and her tenacity and just her going to get it. That's what we want to see tonight.
Deep J on the way, a long miss by Brogdon. Defensive board. I'll tell you, Dempsey's been a star tonight.
Again, I'm saying she's the X factor in tonight's game, giving Michaela Sanders so many opportunities because she's getting rebounders, giving her second opportunities, getting her shots, and then feeding it right back to the scorer.
Sanders, a kick out, corner jumper. Bianca Sanders, a miss, but Michaela tracks it down. Still 30 seconds to go in the quarter, and it's going to be a brush foul called on Noble as Sanders took the fall.
And Noble picked up her 4th right there. So that is going to be big for the Placer Hill Gals.
Non-shooting foul, Bianca Sanders to inbound, a lob to her sister, one dribble, a hook shot, banked home. That's 28 in the game, 28.
And Will, I have a feeling if she gets a shot in the next 20 seconds, she's gonna have the ball.
That was a brilliant drive, but the bucket's disallowed. A foul on Gorkachuk. Non-shooting, Placer will inbound. 13 seconds to go. 8, 7, 6, corner jumper Lillis. Air ball long, Dempsey's got another rebound. She's probably in for about a dozen. Half-court shot, high off the glass and rim. We have played 3. And as anticipated, it's been the Michaela Sanders show. We'll be right back.
All right, Coach Sanoa, good to see you here on the sidelines coaching here, and it's a wonderful thing for you too. What's it like in a new program like this when you switch?
You know, it's a great thing. You know, great experience, different atmosphere, very supportive staff.
A lot of room to grow.
Oh yeah, a lot of room to grow.
Look at the smile on your face. Bottom line, what caused the move, if you can tell me?
You know, sometimes moves, change is good.
All right, I understand that. You need to say no more. First and foremost, congratulations for being here, and it's good to see you again.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, thanks, Coach. All right, Will, Lauren, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Rick. Lanini Noah, pretty much of a household name to the local basketball community. Brilliant career at Grant High. As we open fourth quarter action, 49-31, 18-point lead for host Foothill High.
And to give us all an update at this current moment, I want to say Sanders is too shy from the 2,000, and Gornicook is 1 away from the 200. So these possessions right here are going to lead up to some big moments for both players.
Dempsey mishandles the rock out of bounds for a Foothill turnover. I believe that's the only demerit so far for Dempsey, who's had a superlative performance. Placer's got a long way to go to catch up in this one. They better start shaking and baking. Into the post, turn, underhand flip, no, but a whistle and a foul.
And good start for the first 30 seconds of the quarter. You want to either get a foul or an opportunity to score, and then you need to get stops on the other end So now they're getting an opportunity to score right now, and the clock is not moving to their benefit.
The foul's on Bowie. At the stripe, Conley, who has tough luck on number 1. It wiggles out. Number 2 is Money. 49-32. Inbound goes to Dempsey. Badgered. Ball out of bounds.
And Placer changing the look up a little bit here, picking up full court so they can apply a little bit of pressure so they can slow these Mustangs down.
Bianca Sanders, a shaky inbound, broken up by Lillis. It's a steal. Jump shot, down. And Lillis with the steal and jumper. Bad pass, Bianca Sanders out of bounds.
And here in Lillis, way to stop and pop, and then just with confidence, shoot it right in Sanders' face. I like the confidence in that. Maybe that will lead to some more momentum going in here when they get the ball back.
If they can hit another shot like this one, they'll have momentum, but they misfire. However, good effort on the boards. A tie-up. Held ball, and it'll be awarded to Placer.
Another strong play for Placer as well. Even though they missed the opportunity with the shot, they again hustled for the ball and then gave themselves another possession.
So Jackson back into the Foothill lineup. Shot on the way, a miss. Nice hustle by that scrappy point guard. A bump, but no call as Jackson comes up with it. Again, credit Molly Brogdon for her play tonight for Placer High. 6:40 to go, early fourth. Gorkachuk feeds Jackson, a miss. She rebounds it, misses the putback. And Placer having trouble holding on to the rock. A pass deflected, but Lillis gathers it. Another breakup, stolen away by Bianca Sanders. Whistle and a foul.
Way to make that up, young player. You had 2 crucial turnovers, and now you got to make up.
Well, Mary's Jackson has been a rebounding phenom for Foothill High School. She's got 892 of them going into this game in 3 years of service to Michelle McCauley. I imagine she'll be collecting that 1,000th early in the playoffs.
No doubt. She's a rebounding machine right now.
Down! Well, Bianca Sanders. Oh, hard fall, breakup, steal.
And this is the thing, Will. I don't know what that family has done, but they have had some amazing talent come out of that Sanders family, and they are doing all amazing things.
Sanders inbounds, Michaela to Dempsey. Down! And that should be it.
And there it is right there. That's 3,000.
Return jumper knocked in by Al Mujadidi. Bianca Sanders. Conley picks up the foul.
And younger sister still struggling from the line to just get 2 down.
1 out of 2. Five and a half to go, still early fourth. straight away, down, and she's been wonderful,
Brogdon has not lost her confidence. She's hit a three in almost every quarter except that last one. She needs to get a more of a scoring run right now. Put them in together in a sequence so that they can get some offensive flow. They have no offensive flow right now, and they still have a chance in this game. It's not over. In the game of the three ball, this game is not over.
Let's take a look at the standings. 5:22 left. Still a long way to go, but that's a pretty comfortable 16-point lead right now for Michelle McCauley and the Mustangs. Well, there's the picture of the Pioneer Valley League standings. You can see
Foothill.
Placer, actually it's Foothill and Placer tied at 5-2. Colfax is the 6-1 team in first place.
So this is a tiebreaker right here, and you're seeing history by a lot of players on the floor.
Dempsey has a shot blocked and gathered in there by Conley. 5-minute mark. Break up and steal by Sanders, Bianca. Take it strong, a layup, down.
And now the younger Sanders is getting going, and she has warmed up with the high hand this here in the start of the fourth.
A break up and steal by Dempsey, who wrestles it away. Another turnover. Michaela Sanders up the floor, calling a play, looking at a double team. Dempsey, a kick out, Gorkachuk, down!
And that's the one that she wanted.
61-40. Gorkachuk just knocked down her 200th three ball, but Jackson picks up foul number 4.
And that's a big time achievement, as any shooter wants to be known for knocking it down, but 200 of them in your career, that's an amazing accomplishment, and credit to her and her hard work in the Foothill program.
Well, in this era of three-ball derby, she has distinguished herself here at Foothill. 2 for 2 on the Conley free throws. 61-42 at the 4:13 mark, fourth quarter, midway. Bank shot good. Dempsey. Out of bounds to Placer.
Placer just trying to find any way to get back in this game, but they haven't been successful. It has been the Michaela Sanders show all night.
Well, I've got her for 31 points. Jackson, Dempsey. Jackson saves it, and Michaela Sanders, ever hustling, diving for the ball.
And I love when you see the best player or the superstar player diving on the ground, making those hustle plays, doing the intangibles. That sets the tone for everybody else. When I see the big star doing it, I know I can do it as well.
Layup wiggles in. Nice touch there. Al Mujadidi. Timeout taken. It comes at the 3:16 mark, and it's a full timeout. We'll be right back for more of the Hometown Sports Game of the Week. We got 3:16 left here in the fourth quarter at Foothill High School, and the Mustangs a comfortable 63-44 lead over the Lady Hillmen. Double team trap on Sanders, tries to dribble through it, and her younger sister comes up with it and gets bumped hard and knocked down.
That's her fifth personal. Sanders will be at the line shooting 1-1.
Well, fouling out Tyra Al-Mujadidi, 11 points on the night.
Sanders will shoot 1-1.
Placer just needing to find any way to get some offensive flowing. This tempo, though, has been a difference maker by Foothill.
Inside, nicely done, but a shot blocked by Jackson, turned away. (63-44), Michaela Sanders. Down the lane, misses, but a foul.
Foul on number 22. Noble, that's a fifth.
Well, Stephanie Noble, Placer's leading scorer, has just been exiled moments after Al-Mujadidi was dispatched on fouls.
And those are two big blows to Placer. Not a good position as far as thinking offensively. Best two scorers out of the game right now.
Sanders a free throw. Well, they are announcing her 2000th point. I thought she already had it, but nevertheless, it's a fact. 2,000 career points. Michaela Sanders 2 for 2 from the line.
And there you see her parents, her dad standing up in the middle of the crowd, very proud of this moment right now.
Timeout taken. As you can see here, if we get a camera shot of that Foothill contingent here with the balloons.
Reached the 2,000 point mark in her fabulous 3-year career. Let's give her a hand for
Well, that's a nice gesture. Michelle McCauley loves to praise her players. There you see our graphic, having surpassed the 2,000 point limit. I've got her for 33 points right now, and that includes 5 threes.
She has been amazing tonight, and I understand completely. And when you have a goal or a mission or something as accomplishable as that, especially when the last performance against this team was not as you wanted it to be, she came out guns a-blazing, and that's why you see her being acknowledged for the 2,000 points.
Well, when you say blazing guns, you're not exaggerating. That was not a single shot musket loader. It was more of a rat-a-tat-tat. Here's a burst there and a burst there for 33 points.
And the most impressive thing about her is she didn't play for a whole single season. So that is only 3 years in competitiveness, scoring 2,000 points. That's an amazing accomplishment for her and her family. Super proud of her.
She drives the floor and lays it off, and Dempsey knows what to do with it. At the other end, a layup for Placer. Conley with the bucket. And another timeout taken with 1:53 left. And host Foothill sitting on a 67-46 lead. A big night here at the Corral. They're avenging that earlier loss at Placer. And as you said, Michaela Sanders, limited to 13 in that game, has scored 20 more than that right now. And it breaks a tie in the standings as Foothill, it appears they will improve now to 6-2, while Placer is likely to fall to 5-3. So we'll see what Colfax has done. Here's a steal on the inbound by Bianca Sanders. The hook pops out.
And I commend Placer. Placer has always been a Class C program, and they have always put forth maximum effort, and they have continued to fight tonight, understanding they had a big obstacle in stopping Michaela Sanders. It's not a lot of people stopping her or minimizing her, so they understood that they had a massive goal to accomplish tonight and just fell short.
Well, anybody around the area knows that as we see Bianca Sanders, she has her shot slapped on the drive. Mohar with the block. Tony Camalucci's ball club, always tough competition. Uh-oh. Unintentional foul as Dempsey got off her feet and had nowhere to go except knock down Sarah Richardson.
Number 12, Richardson will be 2-1-1.
So bonus free throwing. Sarah Richardson drops number 1. Well, Tony Camalucci sending in some reserves here with 1.5 minutes to go. Kylie Garten steps onto the floor. 2 for 2 free throws by Richardson. Michaela Sanders down the lane and banks one home.
And nothing is stopping her at this current moment. She is on a scoring frenzy.
I've got her for 35 of their 71. That's a bit more than half. Jackson grabs the loose ball, and it's a timeout taken by Michelle McCauley and the Mustangs. It's just a 30. But what we've seen tonight, and a bit of concern here, Michaela Sanders lipping off the floor now under some duress, favoring a tender right foot, ankle, or leg.
And this is a scary moment. I feel like at the 2,000 mark, she probably should have came out the game. It was secured. Little tweak of the ankle. You know, you don't want to get into those scary moments, especially leading into the playoffs.
So I imagine Rick Stewart will get an update on the seriousness of that injury. And we'll certainly hope that's something mild or routine as we see both clubs return to the floor. 1:05 to go in this one. And the Foothill Mustangs have answered the challenge presented by Tony Camalucci's Placer Lady Hillmen. Gorkachuk down! Better late than never, a slow start, but she warmed up in the second half with 3 threes. Wild all glass shot taken and missed. 72-49. And a tie-up. Great hustle there. Bianca Sanders diving in to tie up Ketty Delaney of Placer, but on the held ball, arrow going to Placer. An inbound stolen by Jackson. Feed the corner. There's the lightly used Taylor, number 1, now on the point. Bianca Sanders with just 19 seconds to go in this one. Loose ball, out of bounds to Placer. Don't know why they tried that, but I guess it's unimportant at this stage. Final seconds here. Feed low. A whistle and a foul. Jackson clobbered Delaney. Well, let's take a look here at the milestones. Gorgachuk was going for her 200th three ball, and here it comes. Pow! 3 of those in the second half.
And it makes it even sweeter because it was all net. It was like a guaranteed make. Energy was going in her direction.
It sure was. So Delaney hits the first and the second. And that is the ball game. 72-51. Michelle McCauley's Foothill Mustangs have met the challenge and knocked off Placer decisively here at home to avenge an earlier loss to the Lady Hillmen and break the deadlock in the PVL standings, now moving to 6-2. So depending on what Colfax does, we might have a tie for first place. In any case, a big night here at the Corral. Don't wander off.
Really big night tonight. Really big, Will.
This is probably their best attendance of the year, and we want to salute the Foothill administration and coaching staff for promoting this game. But don't wander off. Lots more to come. Rick Stewart will be visiting with our players of the game and our winning coach on the other side of this break.
Maria, so how's work?
It was 4th period biology. Our students just weren't getting how easily viruses spread. So Miss Bell and I had them role play a zombie virus outbreak. By the time they had all learned the lesson, all the living were dead. Hey, how's your job going?
That big sales meeting I planned? Next year, I might get to go.
Cool. Your son wants to get a cat,
I'll really take care of it.
but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals 25.
Good job.
or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
The verdict is in, and the decision is final this evening here at Foothill High School, where tonight, in a key Pioneer Valley matchup, host Foothill avenged an earlier loss to Scrappy Placer and took out the Lady Hillmen decisively by a final count of 72-51 in a very spirited game between these league rivals. We have selected our players of the game. under careful deliberation by Lauren Goodman, and I think we found ourselves on the right track. Let's have the graphic. For visiting Placer, Stephanie Noble, the team's leading scorer, stepped up again in an effort to lead the way, but just not enough. But a splendid effort, and a dual award to Foothill standouts, scoring ace Michaela Sanders and the ever-present Kiara Dempsey doing it all. Rick Stewart is standing by with our players of the game. Rick?
All righty, first up for Placer High, it's Stephanie Noble. Stephanie, tremendous game tonight, but let's step back a little bit. Last game you played them, it was in your home court, and kind of took care of business in that. What was different tonight versus then?
Tonight we just kind of started off a little slower than we did at our place, and we got some shots outside, but they got more shots on the outside.
It looked like they were really trying to work it to Sanders most of the night. Did you have any kind of specific game plan to try and combat that?
We triangled them when I was guarding Sanders, and we had another girl on their other shooter to help them not get as many shots from the outside, and that helped a lot the last game, but this game it was a little harder because they drove a little more. Well, and it looked like some of their other bench players were also hitting threes too, which kind of took a little bit out. Yeah, when other players step up, it's definitely a different ball game.
All right, well, the season's not over. You still got a ways to go. Playoffs are still in sight, definitely, very clearly in sight. Good luck the rest of the season, and congratulations on being our player of the game.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Stephanie. All right, we're going to turn here to Kiara Dempsey. Kiara, tremendous game tonight, first and foremost. I know it was a big night for some other people with different statistics, but you were very impressive tonight on the boards. At least 18 or 19 rebounds, and it wouldn't surprise me if it's over 20. Was that something you were consciously looking to try and help out the boards?
No, not really. My coach really holds me and my other teammate Mara accountable on the boards because we're like the biggest people out there. So I just focus on the boards more rather than the points and just do my game. That's mainly my game right there.
Well, you do that and keep getting more points and more rebounds than points, and you're going to find a place to play. There's no doubt about that. What were they doing anything different tonight than the last time you played them?
Not really. Their intensity wasn't as fired up as last game, so we've found that as an opportunity to keep on rallying up, and we didn't back down.
Home court versus home court.
Yeah, we are undefeated in homes, and we wanted to keep it that way, so we came out with the fire and energy to keep that.
Outstanding. Well, you keep the roll up, and you're going to be rolling right into the playoffs.
Thank you.
All right, Kiara, good job tonight. Congratulations. All right, young lady. Okay, now we saw you last year. You had a really, really good game last year. Another good game tonight. Were you feeling any pressure knowing that, you could come in and, score a whole bunch of points and pass 2,000 and that? Was that even in the back of your mind?
I mean, I was a little bit pressured and I felt a little bit overwhelmed. But I felt like, I've been doing this my whole life. I've been working as hard as I could and improving as hard as I could for this type of moment. And I think I just grasped it and just went with it.
Well, obviously you did. It took a little while to get rolling today. You missed a couple shots early. Was that playing in your mind at all? Pushing too hard?
No, I felt like I needed to slow down and relax more and just let it happen instead of forcing it, because I tend to do that sometimes. But once I calm down and, get rejuvenated, I can really push it to them.
Was there any measure of revenge after last game?
Definitely. That was number one. I really wanted to come out here stronger than they did at their home court against home court. We had the advantage this time, and we really took it.
Now, you had several players here that reached milestones in their career. How big is it for everyone else all at the same time?
It's huge. We love celebrating with each other and just really just being happy for each other. It's the best feeling ever.
It's a team.
Yeah, team.
Well, congratulations on being our player of the game tonight. The points for your career, I mean, it's tremendous. I mean, and that people might not recognize. You're missing a year too. I mean, you'd be 2,500 or 26 or more.
Yeah, I tend to think of it not as much as points. I'm always for the team, and so all I want to do is win. And that's just if that means scoring 100 points each game, hey, I'm scoring 100 points.
Outstanding. Well, good job tonight. Best of luck the rest of the season. You got 2 more games left, and then we'll start the playoffs, and hopefully maybe we'll see you down the playoffs road.
Definitely.
All right, Michaela. Good job tonight. All right, Will, Lauren, we're going to send it back upstairs to you.
Thank you very much, Rick. Delightful interview there with the scoring ace. She laid down some numbers tonight, and for the 3 years she's played varsity ball, quite an example to set, and truly modest and humble.
Amazing kid. Know her from the AAU circuit and have been watching her career before she was here at Foothill, and she is just a wonderful kid. So I'm happy for everything good that's coming towards her way.
Well deserved, and kudos again to the Foothill Mustangs and their devoted head coach, Michelle McCauley, who has brought this program from the basement up to the 20-plus win plateau each of the last 2 seasons. So major kudos to the program and to Coach McCauley. And for Tony Camelucci's Placer Lady Hillmen, they took a hit tonight, and they slipped to 15-9, 5-3, but definitely playoff bound, and they will have another day.
They will. It's not that they played bad tonight. It was just better offense from Michaela Sanders. She stepped up and showed that I am the man on this campus, or the woman on this campus, and I'm going to lead by example, and she did an amazing job at that tonight.
Yes, indeed. So that's the way it shakes out this evening at Foothill High School on Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week. The Foothill Mustangs take out Placer by a final count of 72-51. And a quick reminder, our next game coming up on Valentine's Day, February 14, at Dave Hotel Pavilion on the campus of, what was the name of that school, Lauren?
That would be Sacramento
High School, playing host to arch rival McClatchy on the hometown sports game of the week on the 14th. Don't miss that one. For Lauren Goodman, Rick Stewart, game director Nick Dunn, and the entire hometown sports game of the week broadcast crew, I'm Will James. We thank you for joining us this evening, and as always, look forward to the next occasion when we can cross your path. So long, everyone, from Foothill High School. I'm Will James, and we saw the Mustangs roll to victory. Take care.
Program from Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week is available for purchase on DVD. For more information, call Access Sacramento 916-456-8600, extension 0. This has been a Hometown Sports Game of the Week broadcast from Access Sacramento. This program is funded in part by a grant from the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission.